It all started before he was born. During her pregnancy, Angela Silva's mom used to hold classical music up to her belly in hopes of influencing her unborn child's passions and dreams. And believe it or not, it worked. Angela was exposed to the art of music since before day one. His mom is currently the choir director at his high school, and she's passed her musical talents onto her son. All during high school, Angela's extracurriculars always had to do something with music or drama. And oftentimes, he didn't come home until after 10 p.m. because he was rehearsing all day just to be the best musician that he knew he could be. But unfortunately, as we know in high school, there's a lot of insecurities and jealousies that take place. And so Angelo doesn't feel that he got the respect that he deserved for his hard work. People usually were just jealous and then said hurtful things to him. But thankfully, a lot of that changed when he participated in a choir competition called All-State. All-State is a choir competition where less than 5% of his freshman class qualified, and he went and competed against people who were the same voice as him. And obviously, it was a really big achievement for him to be able to do that. So a lot of that changed, and he got a lot more respect than he deserved, especially from the upperclassmen. And most importantly, that choir competition helped him see that he wanted to be a musician. So not all of us are lucky enough to have a hobby that we love that we can also make a career out of. But luckily for Angelo, his most cherishable thing in his life is his faith. And he wants to use his musical gifts to bring glory to God and to proclaim his word. So whether he's teaching or performing or judging or something in between, he wants to make his mark on the world and tell people about Jesus, which I think is really cool. The thing I respected most about my time with Angelo was the love and respect he holds for his family. Specifically, his mom has been a huge inspiration in his life, and he told me about all the hours they would spend talking about music and praying for one another and just working through different issues, and I really found that pretty cool. A fun fact about Angelo is that he has two twin brothers that are identical twins, and before they knew that she was going to have twins, Angelo looks at his mom and points at her stomach and goes, "Mom, there's two kids in there." And she's like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, there's two kids in there." And she's like, "Oh, okay, that's weird." So she kind of moves on. But then a few weeks later, when the ultrasound comes back, they see that she's having twins. And so Angela doesn't remember when or why he said that, but I think it's cool he had a connection there. So I feel like I wouldn't have gotten to know Angelo as well if it wasn't for this class. So I'm really thankful for the opportunity I had to meet with him. And to conclude my first impressions on him, I'm going to say his favorite verses from the Bible that are the Beatitudes. "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness' sake, for they shall be satisfied. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God." I feel that these verses really encompass who Angelo is as a person, and it shows what he values and what he hopes